Wow.
Guy.
Wow.
No, you go ahead.
So, Terrifier 2. Wow. I love this movie. I first of all, if you do not like gory films, you will not like this movie. But I love gory films. And I love this movie. And I love...
What do you love? Tell me what you love, child.
Dude,
what do you love about Art the
Clown?
Clown?
I love Art the Clown. Okay.
We love Diablo.
We love Diablo. Terrifier 2 just begins like fuck. Oh my god, why the fuck am I being so stupid? Sorry, okay. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Review. Terrifier 2, hear me out, is freaking insane. That's all I have to say about that.
This
movie is wackadoo.
It's absolutely insane. It's just crazy. I just love Art the Clown. That's first of all, I just got to get that out of the way.
Venus agrees right here.
Venus agrees. Art the Clown makes a slasher a good time.
Art the Clown takes me back to Freddy Krueger. Art the Clown takes me back to slashers of the 90s, not 90s, but like slashers of like say 70s through 80s. Mm-hmm. Just slashers that have a name for themselves. Mm-hmm. Art the Clown's already going to go down as one of them. I think that's great. I think it's awesome that we have movies that are focused on a slasher. But on top of that, we're also getting the flip of that with really good main hero protagonists. Like the main lead in this movie, Lauren Levara, is great. I think she's really captivating. I think she's fun. I think she's likable. I think she's more likable than the main characters in the first movie. No hate against them. I think this movie is a step up and an upgrade from the first one, and a lot of it comes from her performance and her character. So, hell yeah. I thought she was great alongside the counterpiece that is Art the freaking Clown.
Her whole story was interesting. I do feel like it gets a little wacky near the end. That's just, but we'll get to that later on. But she does a great job at what she needed to do. And all the other characters are great support characters. Every time that Art is in a scene, he just steals it. You know? He's the main light of it. And I really do appreciate how in most slashers, most horror movies like this, we mostly just have the main protagonist and then we have our serial killer or whatever that's just kind of like in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in this movie and in the first one, it really feels like we just follow along with Art. He's also a main character. He's so weird. I actually really love the way they did his character. He's just mute. He doesn't talk. We don't get a backstory with him. And he's just interesting. It almost feels like this character is almost like a supernatural kind of character. Every shot that we have with Art is just phenomenal. I don't know. It's just the still shots of him. The character, he's so goofy. It's so weird to say this, but when someone is kind of getting killed in the way he is, it almost makes me laugh. Like,
oh my gosh,
in a dark, twisted way.
This isn't even my kind of horror. But I get a gleeful smile on my face because I can see how much fun they're having making this movie. There's so much attention to detail in the sequences that happen that are not only creepy, but I definitely get a Wes Craven vibe from this movie. I get a sense of head trippiness. That's where I think the film even steps up from the first one, where the first one had elements of that, but I think this one really steps it up in the department of being kind of psychedelic, kind of trippy, kind of crazy, kind of head crazy, kind of weird. I like this movie really went for that. It didn't really hold itself back. I think this movie brought everything it could to the table, including the runtime. Because she beefy.
I feel like some people may have a problem with that. It may have felt like a little too long.
Yeah, I felt it was too long.
Yeah.
I thought the pacing was slower than I would have preferred. I definitely like the pacing of the first Terrifier, but I prefer this one. I like everything in this one more than the first one, but I like the first one's pacing. Like, it just moves faster.
Yeah.
This one takes a lot of time getting certain places. I definitely feel like we were droning on at points. But, however, You can tell the creative freedom was all there. I appreciate that we got to watch Damien Leone play and do everything he wanted to do with this movie, and I hope we get to see that again with Terrifier 3.
I'm very excited to see more of Art, honestly.
Photography looks really good. I think that it is a step up from Terrifier 1.
Yeah.
Terrifier 1 looked great for its budget. Terrifier 2 looks even better for its budget, and I think it's awesome. And I don't like saying for its budget. I feel like that comes with... I'm not saying that in a condescending sense. I'm saying it in a sense that's awesome. I love this. This is something that I hate that I missed this movie in theaters. Genuinely, because I wanted to support it and buy a ticket. I just never got the time to do it. Movies like this deserve more attention, I think, even though this type of horror isn't my cup of tea. It's not the kind of type of horror I always look for. I don't love gore. I don't watch movies for that. But when it's in there in an effective way, I think it's freaking awesome. And when it's done right, I do love it. Like in that sense, like when it's done well and it works with storytelling, I'm like, there, it's working for me. It's effective. Hell yeah. So I think this movie delivered on that front. Like I thought it was directed super well. I thought it was very also inspiring in a lot of ways. The way this movie has come to be and how it. Now Art the Clown is already becoming a household staple, kind of like how John Carpenter made Halloween. He didn't intend for Michael Myers, I'm sure, to become just a horror icon like that, but it did. Now Art the Clown's already on that path. He's got Terrifier 2 out making buttloads of money.
Yeah, I mean, it has made like 11 million in box office and a $250,000 budget. That's amazing, though. And yeah, the cinematography in the movie is just fantastic. It's just every shot that we get of Art, it's so captivating in my opinion. This character, you just kind of get like so drawn to this character every single time he's just in a shot. The way he is, he's just so wacky. He's just having a blast, honestly. When he's having a blast and the way he is, honestly, I'm just having a great time as well. Even though that may sound like dark, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They were just having so much fun filming this movie. I just appreciate everything they did, and they were not afraid to shy away from certain things, especially how gory it gets. And I feel like some people even have a problem with it. They may think that certain scenes may have been overkill, but I loved it.
Sometimes when everyone's having fun making the movie, it just translates onto the screen. This is just one of those cases where it does. I had a good time with it. Watch Terrifier 2 if you love this type of genre. If you are not into it, I don't think you will like this movie. If you're not into gore, if you're not into insanity like this, if you're not into movies that are not afraid to go full hog wild with score and crazy, shocking imagery and disturbing stuff, then this movie's not for you, and that's totally understandable. But if you're into it, check it out, man. Scatterbrain Reviews. This is definitely a Scatterbrain one. Go check us out. Give us a like. We'd really appreciate it. Definitely check out our other reviews we got coming your way. Glass Onion just recently, and then we also got Terrifier 2. We have a few other things. Gonna play some December catch up because it's the end of the year and all that fun stuff. List of the year. That's gonna be fun. Top 10 best. Yeah. Did you ever see Sonic 2?